Jude Okoye, the elder brother of Peter and Paul P-Square, has finally come out to spit out the truth of what transpired between his younger brothers Mr. P and Rude Boy. For the past 20 years, Jude Okoye has been the manager of P-Square. I can vividly remember during my days at Ahmadu Bello University in Zaria 20 years ago. P-Square came to perform on campus. That was in 2004, and they just got started on their career. Their brother Jude Okoye was instrumental in negotiating their performance fee with the management. I recall Jude engaging in a heated discussion with the management, insisting on a higher payment while the twins, Peter and Paul, were waiting in their car, observing as the negotiation unfolded. At one point, Peter, Mr. P, stepped out of the car and suggested to Jude that he should accept the offered amount, but Jude firmly told him to go back to the car, emphasizing that he was handling the negotiation. Eventually, the management agreed to Jude's proposed fee, and P-Square was paid handsomely for their performance. What struck me was Jude's exceptional management skills and his ability to command respect from his younger brothers. As their older brother and manager, Jude had a keen eye on them at all times, guiding and directing them on their career paths. His leadership and negotiation skills were impressive, and it was clear that the twins trusted and respected him immensely. It is possible that P-Square may have felt they had outgrown Jude's management as they gained more success and fame, leading to their eventual split. However, it is undeniable that Jude played a significant role in their early success and was a key factor in shaping their career. Jude Okoye started managing P-Square in 2001 when the group was still in its early stages. He played a crucial role in their rise to fame and was their manager for almost 2 decades until they disbanded in 2017. In 2001, Jude Okoye started managing P-Square. In 2003, P-Square released their first debut album, Last Night. In 2005, P-Square released their second album and breakthrough album, Get Square. In 2007, P-Square released their third album, Game Over. In 2009, P-Square released their fourth album, Danger. In 2011, P-Square released their fifth album, The Invasion. In 2014, P-Square released their sixth album, Double Trouble. In 2017, P-Square disbanded, and Jude Okoye established Northside Entertainment. I will play the video now so that you can hear from the horse's mouth why P-Square split and went solo.
Why are you calling EFCC on me to come and explain what Paul is doing with $100,000 in his account when you use your own to buy a Range Rover to engage your wife? Same day. P-Square started having issues from 2013 ending to early of 2014. I tried as much as possible to, because it has been going on since, but from 2013-2014 was when it went out to the public, when it became public knowledge. And by then, it was so difficult then to curtail, because once something seeps out to the public, it becomes a public thing that you cannot be able to take back. So from 2014, P-Square had issues, 2015, 2016, 2017. Then they now had a break of almost 5 years and came back in 2020, ending of 2021. And now again, they are having issues again. Why I'm here is because I was, one way or the other, involved in the P-Square saga once again, even though I have never had anything to do with P-Square for the past 8 years. Since 2016 to date, I've not been P-Square's manager, I've not been P-Square's director, I've not been P-Square's anything. I have just been on my own, doing my own real estate business, focusing on my own hustle. And one way or the other, anytime there has to be any crisis affecting P Square, my name will one way or the other find itself in the midst. I don't know how it happens, but Peter seems to still have a way of bringing me inside the problem. So let's start with the EFCC case. In February, I think February ending, I started getting calls from people that I've done businesses with, people that I have made payments to, and people that have made payments to me. Every transaction I've ever had, telling me that EFCC invited them, and they were asked to come and account for whatever business they had with me. And most especially, all of them were all more on the Dome account. So I was believing that, okay, this problem has to do with the new government that is in place, and that they are chasing Binance, they are chasing everybody that's making the FX rise and whatever. I was like, oh, they'll just look at it and just move past. Until somebody that paid Naira into the account called me and told me, hey, they asked him to come and explain for what he did, what the 500,000 Naira he paid in my account in 2015 was for. Then I was like, okay, this is not about FX or Binance anymore. Something fishy is going on. So it kept on coming like that. Everybody I've ever done businesses were calling me, different people. And then in 22nd of April, 2 days to my birthday, I was invited to come to the EFCC. I went there with Paul. I didn't know that Paul was even invited. He showed me that, oh, he was even invited the same day. I said, okay, let's go to the same day. Let's go the same day. We now went there with our lawyer. We went there. They now opened the file and they were asking me, okay, this money was found in your account. I said, yes. This money belongs to P Square. I said, yes. So what is it doing in your account? I was like, why are you asking me what P Square's money is doing in my account? It is my own share of P Square. They were like, no, that there's a petition against me. I said, okay, let me see what the petition was about. Then they gave me the petition. That's when I knew that it was Peter that wrote a petition against me since December ending of 2023. The investigation started in 2024, January. And the petition was saying that I opened a secret company and I was siphoning P Square's money to my personal account. I was like, no. This is royalties. Paul has SACEM publishing royalty coming to him every quarter. Peter has SACEM royalties coming to him every quarter. Jude has royalties also coming to him every quarter. We have an agreement within the three of us that anything that has to do with P Square proceeds goes three ways to the three of us. Peter gets his own, he shares with us. Paul gets his own, he shares with us. I get my own, I share with two of them. That's how it has been going. Until 2017, or rather, 2016, when P Square had issues with fighting in the Festus Keyam's office and all that, there was a split of P Square. Peter stopped sharing. Paul came and gave me money. I was like, yo, I think you can keep your money because Peter has stopped sharing. So I think what is going to happen now is that everybody should start keeping what they get because Peter is incommunicado now. Nobody can reach him. So I think that's the best thing. The people was like, yeah, let's everybody keep what they get. And that is how it has been for over 4.5 to 5 years or thereabout till 2021 November when they came back together. And I did the noble thing, which was I returned the catalog back to the fold so that the three of us can be sharing it equally as usual, which was what was expected of me to do. But surprisingly, they refused to return their own. As I'm speaking to you right now, they are still keeping the royalty publishing that they receive quarterly. Peter is still keeping his own to himself. Paul is still keeping his own to himself. The one I was keeping to myself, I have returned to the fold. The three of us are sharing since 2022, early 2022, something like that. That was my story to the EFCC. And they said, okay, but the two of them are P Square. That Peter said that I was an unemployed graduate from Jos that didn't have any job, and they had when they had issues with their former manager, may so rest in peace, Bayo, that they now invited me to come and manage P Square for them so I can be on salary. I told him no, that I was the one that brought them to Lagos, that I was one that even made the group P Square. They said no, that was what Peter told them. I said, okay, that means when I'm coming tomorrow, I'm going to bring my CACs, I'm going to bring my MOUs, I'm going to bring every document that I had to prove that I am not just a bystander, I am part and parcel of P Square. They said, okay, I should not blame them, that the only P Square they know is just Peter and Paul on TV. I said, yeah, I know, I understand. The next day being my birthday, I tried to excuse them that, okay, can I be allowed not to be there on my birthday so that I can have time to attend to my guests and everything. They said, no, that's okay, I should just come that day, that they're going to release me by 12, 1 o'clock so I can go and attend to my guests. I said, no problem. So the next day I came. Now I came with just Paul. I didn't come with my main lawyer. And I gave them all the documents. The guy looked at it and was like, wow, did Peter sign this? I said, look at his signature. This is the CAC that we opened the company with, both Square Records and Outside Entertainment. They were like, you are even more than P Square. I was like, I don't understand what you mean. They said, look, you are entitled to 40% shares, while the two of them are entitled to 30%, 30%. I said, well, I'm not supposed to say it with my mouth, you can see. Then they said, okay, if that is the case, so I should come and prove to them that we have an MOU, that we're supposed to be sharing it equally. I said, if the CSC is not enough, okay, we have an MOU, this is the MOU. The MOU clearly stated that the P Square comprises of 3 entities, Peter, Paul, Jude. Every process of the P Square goes 3 ways to Peter, Paul, Jude. Nobody has the right to take every P Square song, catalog, video, likeness, image, outside the benefit of P Square. So, in a nutshell, I was able to establish that I am not a bystander, that I was P Square, that I played my role in the P Square situation. Long story short, they started asking me some questions that I felt very irritated about, even though I did not understand them, but now I do understand. They were asking me, okay, I built a mansion in Okoye. I said yes. Where did I get the money from? Now it became, I've already explained to you what the money you said was petitioned against me in the account, what it was for, that this is my own money I was keeping from the royalty. Go and check Peter's own, you see his own in his account. Go and check Paul's own, you see his own in his account. Peter cannot come and say, Jude is stealing our money from us. You come and just look at the account and see P Square's money and say, Peter said he's stealing his money, look at the money here. I said, no, check Peter's account, you see his own share there. Check Paul's account, you see his own there. Why are you just flashing the light on my own alone? So, I told them that now you're asking me, I built a mansion, where did I get the money from? This one, where did I get the money from? I was like, yo, P Square ended in 2017. I have devoted my life from the day even before I went to university. I devoted my life in P Square. There is nothing else I do aside P Square. I put my life on hold just to make sure that P Square succeeds. And all of a sudden, I am wanted out of P Square. I didn't have a problem. I saw what you guys are saying. Jude, is it by force? Leave P Square alone, leave P Square alone. I understand that the fans are more interested in what their favorites want, not what the truth is or what is the right thing to do. And by 2016, I decided to say, okay, no problem. If this is what they wanted, I needed to step down. Let me step down, let me step away. I stepped away. P Square ended. I had another thing to do. I sold my house in America. I sold my house here. I put all my resources that I had together to go and build that. I even borrowed money from few colleagues and friends to get that project finished. So why are you asking me where? So they now said, okay, since I'm not cooperating, no problem, I should go and get a shorty. I'm going to be detained and here and there and there. Okay. It happened that I was taken to the booking section. They removed my wristwatch. They bagged my wristwatch, my shoes, and everything. Took off my, jewelry and my wallet and everything. And I was about to be sent in when somebody else now came and said, okay, that I should wait a bit. Then after like 30 minutes, then I came back and said, okay, that the boss wants me to come and to come out and come back tomorrow morning. That's how I left. I think I left around midnight, close to midnight of that same birthday. Before I got home, all my guests have finished eating my food, my drinks, without me being present, and they've gone. But I think the ones that came and left understood what was going on, but they were close friends, so I didn't have anything to bother. So it was still kept, hush hush, that period. So that was how I was detained, so to speak, detaining. I spent the whole day from 9 o'clock in the morning till that midnight of that same day of my birthday. So I literally spent my birthday in the EFCC custody or detention or whatever you want to call it. So, and I came back, I was like, okay, seriously, what is the meaning of this? Somebody is sending a petition against me that I siphoned money. It's like saying, you are accusing me of having a bag of rice that belongs to 3 of us, but you have a dozen bags of rice that belongs to 3 of us in your possession. How are you accusing me of the one that I have? Okay, if that's your case, let's go and see how it's going to end. The EFCC people wanted to keep it hush-hush until it came out in the public domain that, P Square are now in the EFCC, they are having tussles and here and there. I had nothing to do with P Square. I just had a petition against me about royalties. Then all of a sudden, the royalty thing now shifted when he found out that all these allegations are not holding anything, because what he told them, that me being a bystander, is not what was established. It was established that I was part and parcel of P Square on papers and everything. So he now went back to 2008, 2009, when we came to Lagos, the first account we ever opened, for me to explain every transaction that's ever happened in our account for over almost 19-20 years. I can't even remember the money I spent last week. And someone is asking me to account for money spent 19 years ago, what it was for. Every money that has my name on it in the account must be explained. I was like, okay, no problem. Let me get it. Let me see what I can be able to do with that. I was able to, by his grace, have, if not all of them, most of the accounts that he was pointing at. Most especially, there is this tree that he was mentioning. I think that was how he was trying to get Paul involved in the whole thing. Saying that me and Paul were sharing monies without giving him his own share. He now pointed out where there was an account where Paul had $100,000 and there is none for him. Another place where Paul had $150,000, there was none for him, and one of whatever. Then I was like, okay, let me go and look at it and find out what, because it's been like, that was 2013 and 2014. I said, let me go and check it. That was over 10 years ago. 2-3 days later, I came back with my defense and I was like, this $100,000 he's complaining about was exactly the same day he got engaged to his girlfriend, then girlfriend, now wife. He bought a Range Rover for her, same day, same time. Paul did not buy Range Rover for anybody. He said, Jude, put my own in my own account, and I did that. Why are you calling EFCC on me to come and explain what Paul is doing with $100,000 in his account when you use your own to buy a Range Rover to engage your wife? Same day. The second one of $150,000 was on the middle of January 2014. You told me you wanted to buy a Bentley. I gave you $200,000. Paul said, I'm not buying a Bentley. Put $150,000 in my account and send me $50,000 to go to America to catch fun with. And now you are asking me to come to EFCC to come and explain why Paul has $150,000 in his account and you don't have yours. Paul has $150,000 in his account, you had a Bentley. The thing was so annoying, so frustrating, that I am now the person that has to be explaining what your memorable memorable times, periods are supposed to be for you? Am I supposed to be the one to remind you of when you engaged your wife with a Range Rover? That was when Paul had his money. The data is very clear there. Am I supposed to be the one to tell you that you bought a Bentley? You bought a Bentley, but not buy a Bentley. That's why Paul had $150,000 in his account. Now, I am now heading the EFCC to come and be explaining that. That I'm giving Paul that amount, then I'll go behind and share it with Paul. Now, all those accusations now, when there was one again that he held very dear. Very little amount, 25,700. That's why he got Jason Njoku involved or something. That there's when money got into our account, 25,700 and something $1,000, that me and Paul within 4 hours or whatever came and split the money in half. Yeah, it was true. I saw it and I was wondering, why would 25,000 something get into our account and me and Paul will share the money into two immediately? Then I was like, okay, let me go and investigate. And I went back and I checked. And lo and behold, there's an email that Peter wrote to Iroko telling them that they should split the money into three and send him his own, because P-Square is having issues and he doesn't want the money to be put in our general account. Jesse now wrote an email saying, okay, gentlemen, after discussing individually with the three of you, this is how the money is going to be shared. Jude plus Paul, $25,750. Peter, $12,850. Peter's money was sent to him directly. Jude plus Paul's money was now sent to Northside Entertainment account, which he now saw in the account and picked it out and said, this is the evidence that Peter, Jude and Paul are sharing money behind his back. This thing happened in 2016. And EFCC is holding me, asking me, interrogating me on that to explain. What am I trying to say? Everything about this EFCC thing is just mind-boggling and crazy.